Welcome back, everybody, to... Hey, where's my damn comic books at? Hey, Grandpa Joe, can you check out in the garage next to your securely locked up Corvette and see if my comic books are out there? Hey, you found them. Thanks, buddy. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the weekly comic book review for the week of January 25, 2023. Let's get this show started, but before we get going, I get a little tongue-tied, I get excited, my mouth gets dry, and you know we gotta wet this whistle! So this week's beer/specialty drink of the week is called Funky Buddha. Check this thing out. It's a Floridian Hefeweizen. It's a heavy damn beer. Probably German of some sort. I don't know. Positively Florida. 5.2% alcohol by volume. Wheat beer. Let's check it out. Let's see what she tastes like. Ooh, that's good. It's a little fruity. It's a little orangey-ish. It's not too heavy on the tongue. Man, that is a good beer. Funky Buddha, you get 2 thumbs up. I like that. With that out of the way, let's start with the weekly comic book review. And this week's pick of the week for me is Junkyard Joe. Every time this book comes out, guys, I think it's pick of the week. I love this book. The artwork in this book is spectacular. It's written by Jeff Johns and Gary Anderson. You cannot get better pairing for artwork and story than you can. This is a beautiful book. $3.99. It is a cardstock cover. The interior pages are a little thicker. This is a high quality book. I believe this is issue number 4. If you're not reading Junkyard Joe, shame on you. This is set in the world of Geiger. It's a series that came out last year. This is part of that. Junkyard Joe is basically a Vietnam-era robot that they dropped in Vietnam. Part of his platoon members, this guy named Muddy Davis, he's a cartoonist. He comes home after Vietnam, has a good successful career writing about Junkyard Joe. It's pretty cool in this book. They have clips of like Peanuts and Calvin and Hobbes. That was cool to see right along with Muddy Davis's Junkyard Joe. So as the story is evolving, of course, he's had a new family moves in across the street. Their mom's died. There's a couple kids there, so that's the dynamic going on. While they snoop around his house, lo and behold, they stumble across Junkyard Joe. So now the secret's kind of out that Muddy Davis has been holding this robot in his house, which just happened last issue. But anyway, so he invites him in. All the kids know what's going on now. And then what does damn Muddy Davis do? He takes his new token robot friend and marches him through town like, hey, here's my new token robot buddy. Like nobody can tell it's a robot. They're supposed to be keeping this a secret. But he marches him through town, takes him down to the VA center. Like the VA is going to help the damn robot. You know, the robot's got PTSD. And that's one thing about the artwork. They really, for a robot, I don't know how they do it, but they show so much emotion with the robot, with his whirls and twirls and the way he cocks his head and stuff. I mean, you can tell the emotion in this guy, but old Muddy takes him down to the damn VA. So he's introducing him to another guy. Hey, here's my token robot, buddy. So, and there are some sinister mofos coming after Junkyard Joe, right? You can't make a robot, put him in Vietnam, and don't think that the people that created him are going to try to track him down. So, as this is evolving, we get a new set of like these really wicked looking squad of soldiers with the Junkyard Joe masks. They killed the sheriff in town. These guys aren't playing around. They're coming for Junkyard Joe. The family's involved now. The stakes are revving up in this book. I think there's only 2 more issues. Get down, find Junkyard Joe, find all 4 issues. I cannot highly recommend this enough, guys. Junkyard Joe, pick of the week. All right, guys, book number 2 for the week is Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 18, Legacy 912, written by Zeb Wells, illustrated by Ed McGuinness. And let me tell you guys, Ed McGuinness and his artwork, he's kicked it up a notch for this book. I am enjoying his artwork. What he's done with Madeline Pryor, he has done something with his artwork to her. I can't quite put my hands on it. or my fingers on it. I don't know what he's done, but man, she is hot looking. He has done a damn good job with Madeline Pryor on this book. Whew, it's getting hot in here. All right, so anyway, this is a good book. This is my second book of the week. Dark Web tie-in. What's going on with the X-Men and Madeline Pryor? They've made up. They've patched it up, I guess. That was a tie-in I probably should have read. There was a 3-episode X-Men tie-in to Dark Web. And I guess a lot happened in those, and I missed it. Because a lot of times these tie-ins don't mean shit in the bigger picture of these stories. But I guess this one did. Whatever. They do a good job of letting you know that, hey, she's patched things up. She's moving on. But Ben Reilly is not having it. He's pissed. He doesn't have his memories back. Peter Parker and old Rep Rap, his new buddy, are still trying to break J. Jonah Jameson out of limbo. So that fight's going on. What's her name? Hallows Eve pushes Madeline Pryor and takes her scythe from her that has the power for limbo. She gives it to Ben. So now all of a sudden, as if Ben Reilly wasn't a bad bastard enough, he's given Peter Parker all he can handle. Now he's got the scythe for limbo. And guess what? He levels up. He levels up to King Chasm. And he's about to wreak havoc on Central Park. So guys, Ben's not letting up. This story's still good. This has been one of Marvel's best big events as far as Amazing Spider-Man goes. I'm having fun with it. Last issue was stupid. This one gets 2 thumbs up. Really enjoyed this. Book number 3 this week, guys. Philadelphia. Number 27. Written by Rodney Barnes. This is a good book. The artwork in this book, I was not a big fan of when I started reading this book, but it has grown on me. This gritty artwork is perfect for this book. It's what this book needs. At 27 issues in, I am still loving this book. Do yourself a favor. Highly recommend. Grab the trades and get caught up on this book. This is a vampire story. This is a dead president story. The presidents from the old past, George Washington, John Adams, they're vampires now. They're trying to overtake the world. Where we are now in the story, there's a big battle raging in Philadelphia. You've got the vampires versus the werewolves versus the humans. And we have gods. We have a Santee, the spider god. He's trying to intervene on the behalf of humans. He goes to Zeus. He goes to hell. He's trying to find any god that wants to intervene on what's going on in Philadelphia right now. And he can't find any help. So he's soul searching. What is going on with the gods? This is a very George Washington eccentric type book. It features him in this book. He's reflecting on his life, what he could have done better for the country, how he became a vampire. That whole story is so cool, man. And then we've got Toussaint something. He's a Haitian military guy that has been sent to kill the vampires. And this bastard is slashing, cutting. He's killing every damn body. And he doesn't care if you're a good vampire trying to help out or a bad man. He's here to kill damn vampires, and he's doing a damn good job of it. Man, this is a good book. It's fast-paced. I like the artwork. I cannot highly recommend Philadelphia enough. This is number 3 for me for the week. But man, 2 thumbs up for this book, guys. Up next, guys, book number 4. This is Darkwing Duck. And this was kind of the big book of the week with all these really good artworks and stories and intricate books. This thing was selling like hotcakes at the store. It had like 100 covers, man. This is nostalgia at its best. Dynamite hooking up with Disney. They're doing Darkwing Duck. They're doing Gargoyles. They have found a cash cow. They found a niche. I don't know how you say that. But anyway, good for Dynamite. This brought you back, man, to watching the cartoons as a kid. You had, I forgot these characters. I mean, to be honest, I started reading and I'm like, oh my God, Launchpad McQuack. You know, his daughter Goslin, Honker, the little bastard Honker, Megavolt. I mean, this just made you feel good. It's a cartoon episode in a book. It's uncanny how the artwork looks just like the old episodes, man. If you want to put a smile on your face or you want to introduce a young child to Darkwing Duck, find the episodes, probably on Disney+. This is a good book, guys. I'm really glad that I jumped in on it. It's 5 issues, $3.99. And the book is a solid book, man, for Dynamite. It's not a cardstock cover, but it's not that cheap Marvel shit. This has a good cover to it. They really put quality behind this book. I'm going to support it. I don't know about you. I'm on for all 5 issues. I subbed at the store. Darkwing Duck, 2 thumbs up. This has been a good week for comics, guys. All right, guys, up next. Book number 5 for the week. Thor, Bringing Up the Rear. This is Thor number 30, Legacy 756, written by some guy named Grönbeck. I don't know who the guy is. He wrote the last issue of Thor. Nick Klein is still on the artwork. Thank God they still have Nick Klein on the artwork of this book. He does an amazing job. His artwork, to me, fits Thor perfectly. What the hell? Where's Donny Cates, you ask? Well, check this out. It looks like Donny Cates may be going through another divorce. I don't know. That's what the rumor is. I look for the solicitations for number 31. He's back on Thor. He's done with Hulk. So cancel your subs, whatever, if you're only reading it for Donny Cates. He ain't going back to Hulk. But he will be back to Thor next month. So this book, reason it's bringing up the rear, it wasn't my favorite book of the week. I'm not a fan of Grönbeck's writing. This is supposed to be, I think, a big, bombastic Thanos versus Thor's grandfather. There's supposed to be a big mystery in this book. His sister's been kidnapped. Him and the Valkyrie chick, they've gone back in time, and they're kind of looking through the glass at what happened when Thanos wrestled with his grandfather and fought. They have these little... they fight these zombies as they go along, and then at the very end of the book, Thor is going through this door. He's going to open this door, and his Odin, who is in the hammer now, Odin is in the hammer speaking to Thor, is kind of telling him, no, it hurts, don't go in there. There's a big secret, and we don't know what Thor sees when he opens the door, but splash page at the end, Victor Von Doom has been spying on him this whole time, and he's like, what the hell's going on here? So I don't know. I think Donny Cates had something big planned. I'm not sure that this Grönbeck guy has written this part of the story arc to the grandiose heights that Donny Cates would have, but we're getting there. I can't wait for Cates to come back on the book, and we'll see what happens next month. It wasn't a bad book, but it wasn't the best book. So that's it for Thor number 30. Damn it, I was going to end the show, but I forgot, guys, to tell you about the giveaway. I forgot about the giveaway. I'm not going to lie. I got caught up. This was a good week. I'm excited about the books. But our 50 subscriber giveaway, guys, when the channel reaches 50 subs, I think we're hanging on about 35 right now. So get the word out, guys. Tell your friends. Tell everybody. Subscribe to the channel. We get to 50. I get to give this book away. It's Amazing Spider-Man number 310. Todd McFarlane book, Todd McFarlane Interiors. This is CGC 9.4, guys. How can you go wrong? What do you got to do? You got to be a subscriber to the channel. You have to live in the continental United States. You got to leave the code word that I'm going to give you, code word or phrase, in the comment section. That's going to give you an entry for the drawing. This week's code word is Madeline Pryor. Madeline Pryor is this week's code word for the giveaway. All right? Well, that's all I have for you guys this week on the weekly comic book review. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up button. We will see you guys next week. Until then, remember, keep collecting comics. Just make sure you're doing it the Jway. See you next week.